Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're on our new account playthrough on PC. What level are we? It's obviously Pet Day, it's Wednesday. Level 374. Trying to think of what I've been doing in between. Just daily stuff mostly. It's gonna get to that point where we're just doing the same thing every day mostly. We're not exactly there yet. We're getting closer though. Let's take our mail. I've been doing, adventure board, dungeon. Uh, okay, I do adventure board, I do the dungeon. Okay, reason you do adventure board, right? To build a habit. Sometimes there are deeds in there. There's good stuff in there. There's gems in there. So let's check it out. Cool, my phone is dinging. So crafting riches if I need a diamonds really bad. Rare metal offer, that's good. Orpheus, I don't have an Orpheus yet. I might grab that. Be an easy way to get one. Also crafting riches, like how much? Sorry, this is a great start to the video, huh? I don't know. We're so early. I got enough gems, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead, grab these two. Diamonds, basically there, and jewels. You need jewels for like celestial trade stones and different weapons and stuff. A medal of Orpheus. I don't even have one of those yet, so I think I'll grab that. Be easier than farming it. But it's all based on how many gems you got. Don't be doing that if you don't have a decent amount of gems. But yeah, level 374, 700 and something thousand gold, and that's after getting all my kingdoms to 10, opening up all my underworld, and starting up on City of Thieves. So I'm not going around to every single faction and upping its horde level and quality yet. So I'm not that worried about my gold right now. So just concentrating on doing my 3 City of Thieves every day, and then we'll get into that in a minute. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place today. But yeah, so on the new account playthrough, I get on, I do my adventure board. So you just do that to build a habit, because look at this, we got writs. Writs are really hard to get in this game. So you want to grab them whenever you see them, because that's how you're going to level up your kingdom level and power, which is important for stats and tribute. So you got to build that habit. Do those adventure boards every single day so you don't miss something like writs. Then I do my dungeon, right? So dungeon, fight this, fight this, fight this. Get those diamonds, because diamonds will get you mythics and the soul forge. That's the main way you're going to get them, is through the soul forge. You got to take it upon yourself to get these mythics. You can't just hope that you get them from keys that you get from your guild. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a good guild. That's the first thing you should do in the game. I'm getting keys. I'm getting other resources, but I'm not going to count on that to get my mythics. I'm going to do my dungeon every day, get to 4,000 diamonds, and then wait for a really good mythic to come through the soul forge. So I don't know how many I've got right now. Let's go check it out. Soul forge. I've almost got 4,000 already. That's crazy. I didn't even... Okay, so let's see how many we can make. Diamonds. You can change your shards into diamonds. Wow, I can make 200 right now. That's almost enough, dude. I'm going to be able to get a mythic this week. Craft. Let's just do it. 200 diamonds. Okay. Now I just need 22 more diamonds. And unfortunately, there's nothing good in here this week. The best thing would probably be Famine or Suna, maybe. But also Trickster Shot. I've got to grab Trickster Shot. And I just used up my stupid jewels like an idiot. What am I missing here? Trickster Shot. I am missing the green jewels. So 250, I need 600. Dang, I'm about to buy it whatever day. I might have already missed it, man. I hope I don't miss out on these green jewels somehow. I'm trying to think of where I could get green jewels. Man, that's terrible. I shouldn't have just did that. I wish I could reverse and not turn that stuff into but then I probably wouldn't have enough diamonds for a mythic, but dang, I might miss Trickster Shot, but just based off of these green jewels. So the way I would think about maybe, like, I'm hoping it hasn't been green jewel day yet, and I'm not sure. Like, today is red jewel day, 50, so I can get 100 right there. And then the offer gives me 100 more, so I could get 200, and that's still not enough, man. Uh-oh. I might be in trouble as far as this Trickster shot. Luckily, it's like Mang, Earth's Fury, and then Trickster shot, so I'm not like... I don't use Trickster shot a ton. Some people like it. They'll use it as like their Mang. But I think Mang and Earth's Fury are better. So how am I going to get these green jewels? I can also use shards and souls to craft 10 at a time. So I don't know. I'm probably just going to have to buy the dungeon, do the dungeon the rest of the week, buy the dungeon offer every day, and hope I get enough shards and green. Hopefully it hasn't been green jewel day yet. I'm not sure. And my luck, though, Monday or Tuesday was green jewel day. Anyway, so it is what it is. I almost have 4,000 diamonds, though. That's the point here. And I shouldn't have done what I did there by turning my shards into diamonds. But I was excited that I'm almost at 4,000 diamonds, which means I can craft my first mythic in the Soul Forge. And I'll probably do it before I even hit level 400, which is crazy to me because I feel like on my main account I wasn't doing that till at least after like 500 maybe. But it is what it is because I know what to do now. So I've already played pretty much through the whole game and got everything one time. So now I'm playing through the game again with all that knowledge. So that's why I'm going to be able to craft a mythic before I hit level 400. So I'm going to get, you know, High King Iron Gut or the Wild Queen or Iron Hawk or Ferris Ra or something like that, and it's going to really help my account. So yeah, then dungeons every day because of that, because you can get craft a mythic in the Soul Forge before level 400 and grab weapons that are important like Trickster Shot. Yeah, so then after I do my dungeons, I go and I do some PvP every day. Like I'll get a couple tiers every day because you want to get to tier 1 every week. So you can get those 46 glory keys plus all the gold you get for doing PvP, which will give us more keys to open. So let's go ahead and open the keys. I like to do this on video. I got 59 glory keys, 169 gem keys, and I have 81 event keys. I might open these for Queen Titania. I got to make sure I don't have her yet. But let's do glory keys first. See what we get. Lucy Freya. So nothing crazy. But you're getting more copies. Cockatrice, Chris Turtle. To make those troops more powerful. Celestial Trait Stones there. Gold, gems. Okay. Let's open our gem keys. 169 of those. Not bad. What do we get? Okay, a bunch of legendaries. Chief Stronghorn, Forest Guardian, Christinex, Matron, Dragatoni, and Vanaxia. Vanaxia is probably the best one I got there. Really good troop. Create 9 green and 9 blue gems, then deal true damage to all enemies. So pretty sweet. A lot of people use this as their main team. They'll use like Vanaxia, Queen Beatrix. You know, I'm not the best at Vanaxia teams, but I know there's teams out there that are pretty awesome. That use true damage, that use like green, that can wipe the other team really quickly, even in difficulty 12 Explorer. Forest Guardian has a 50% start for Beast, which isn't anything to scoff at. Christinex is a pretty good dragon super early in the game, so maybe we can make a dragon team or something with Christinex. And what else did we get? Glaceon, another copy of Glaceon and the Ghost Queen. That's pretty good. Glaceon's nice if you pair him with a Bloodhammer and like a Mountain Crusher. Maybe like an Apothecary or something early on. Egg Thief, I need Egg Thief. But yeah, these new account playthrough videos are gonna end up just being like almost the same thing every day eventually. And once we get to that point, like I might end this series. But I feel like we have a good, you know, it might last till the end of the year or something. Not anytime soon. But I could see a point where I'm doing the same thing every day almost, and maybe there's not as much value anymore. We're gonna get diminishing returns the further we go. Anyway, let's make sure we don't have Queen Titania before we throw these event keys. So we'll go to troops. Let's just check out what we got. Base rarity, all kingdoms. Okay, cool. So I have 2 mythics. I have Arc Proxy Avendra, which is a pretty good one. That's like definitely a top 10 mythic. Definitely a top 20 mythic, I would say. Could be top 10. I just haven't messed with her enough to know yet. But Uber Doom Skulls. We got Astral Mother, True Damage, not terrible. Definitely a better than average mythic. Maybe super average, actually. Oh, we got 3 of them. Pharaoh Nefertani, a curse option, but that's about it. Then our legendaries, Bone Dragon's not bad. Captain McCall is used on the meta PvP team with Mother of Darkness. Cedric we needed for our key team, which that's probably the next team I'm gonna be building towards is the key team or the Guardian teams or maybe some Underworld troop teams. Those are the next 3 teams I'm worried about building. Divinia's a good mana generator. Glaceon. Um, these are all the troops I've got so far. People will say like, how does this low level account have all this stuff? It's just because I know what I'm doing now, and I'm trying to give you the recipe. All you have to do is watch these new account playthroughs like they're podcasts, and put on the playlist and just listen to it while you're at work or you're driving to work or you're playing the game, you're grinding the vault or something. Just listen to it and you'll be able to do the same exact thing. I'm totally free to play. There's no way. If you just followed my lead, you would be able to do the same exact thing. So, Sir Quentin Hadley, 50% start for Knights. Sylvana Mora, not bad. I got the Ghost Queen, the Mirage Queen. I got the Emperor somehow. I got 3 copies of the Emperor. My main account doesn't have any. What else? Venoxia just got that. Web Spinner, Yao Gui. Alright, so I did not see Queen Titania, right? Let's double check. Come on, man. I hate this touchpad. LMNOPQ Queen Crapplepot. So we do not have her. So let's go throw event keys until we get her. When you're throwing event keys, you don't want to like do the 81. You probably want to do 50 at a time, and even 1 at a time if you want to be super cheap. But I think I'm gonna do 50 and then 31 and hope I get her. So let's go. Glitter. Yep, there we go. Queen Titania, baby. One of the best legendaries in the game. 16 red, purple, bright forest, fey, mystic. Deal damage to all enemies boosted by red enemies and allies. If there are 13 or more red gems, gain an extra turn. Plus, she fairy fires a random enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches. Goes awesome. It's really good this week in the world event, so I'm probably going to put her on my world event team. She's really good with Yao Gui and Flamifer, which I probably don't have Flamifer yet, but definitely going to be keeping my eye out. I need to save my jewels. Like, there's going to be weapons that come through, like Trickster Shot and Flamifer and stuff that I need to save my jewels for. And these 49 gold keys, like, I'm not going to get anything special, but you got to remember you're getting resources too, and more copies of stuff and trait stones, so it's still very valuable to open those gold keys. But anyway, there's all that. So we do our venture board every day to build a habit, make sure we get cool stuff like Ritz. We do our dungeon every day to get those jewels, to get those diamonds, to craft those mythics, to craft those weapons. Then we do PvP every day. Let's do like 1 PvP battle here. Let's try to do a 3 trophy. It's probably gonna be difficult, but still using this team. I did get the Mirage Queen, but I feel like so far this is still a little bit better. So I'm continuing to use this team at the moment. Once I get my stats up a little bit higher, I would say Mirage Queen will be better. And she's really good down in City of Thieves because I have more stats there because it's a delve, it's a faction, and you get extra stats for building up your Hoard level. So I definitely use her down there, but in like the overworld, I'm still using Clockwork Sphinx. So just because I got the Mirage Queen doesn't mean I'm gonna force myself to use it right away. Same with like Astral Mother and Arc Proxy Avendra and Glaceon and Venoxia and all the cool troops that I'm getting. I'm not just forcing myself to use them. You know, keep it simple, stupid. You know what I mean? If Rowan is like crushing everything that we're doing right now, why would I switch it up? All right, let's cast our Golden Cog. Let's cast our Clockwork Sphinx. We'll just cast it on brown. We're gonna have to build our Rowan a little bit. Cast it again. Let's do yellow this time. Maybe get our cog back up. All right. Let's take this red, get our cog. Let's cast the cog on Rowan, build her armor so she does more damage. The more armor she does, the more damage she does. Wipe them in 1 shot. That's 3 trophy PvP on a level 374 account. So we got 45 PvP points. That's what I'm going for. I'm trying to build my tier up to 1 so I can get those glory keys, so I can get more mythics and legendaries and stuff like that. So another way to try to get mythics and legendaries, just do your PvP every week up to tier 1. You could do the 1 trophy battle if you want. Just do the 1 trophy battle over and over and over if you're having trouble. I kind of know what strength of team I can fight. And I lose. I definitely lose sometimes. I'll pick the wrong battle. And I wasn't even using the right medals there. Dang. Still got my world event medals on. Because that's another thing I've been doing lately. I've been participating. I've been a good guild member for the last like 10 days, finally. I'm finally there. Now that I have all my kingdom levels and powers started off, I'm down in the underworld doing work. And I don't have like a huge gold tax on my gold, you know? I don't need to like save gold to get kingdoms to 10. I don't need to save gold to do Hoard level and quality in City of Thieves. Like now I actually have enough to where I can give to the guild the exact amount that they're asking for. So I'm a good guild member finally. If you go down to, so that's pretty much the most noteworthy thing that's happened in the past week or so is I've become a better guild member. So I gave the 200,000. I also gave the 200,000 last week, so I've done that 2 weeks in a row. I met these 2 goals last week as well, and I participated in the world event and the raids. I'm pretty sure I did. I mean, if I didn't, then I'm doing it this week finally. So the guild I'm in, it has a network of guilds, and it's like 8 guilds, and I'm in the 8th guild right now, so the lowest one. So my goal is I'm gonna be a really good guild member for this guild for at least like, 4 or 5 weeks straight, and then maybe I'll talk to Ben or whoever and see if I can go up to the number 7 guild, and then I'll see what I can do there for a month or two. Then maybe go up to 6, see what I can do there for a month or two. Go up to 5, like see what we can do. The only problem is like I'm running 2 accounts right now, so it's kind of hard with when there's a week where there's a ton of stuff to do. Where there's like a ton of stuff to do on both accounts. I mean, I got to prioritize my main account. So, if let's say there's a day where there's guild wars, there's a world event, I got to do the campaign on my main account. It's like a Tuesday, there's a faction assault 2. And I got to do my new account. I got to at least do the adventure board, the dungeon, my PvP, my 3 runs through City of Thieves, and try to be like a good guild member on my new account as well. Like it's starting to be almost too much for me. So I don't know. I try to do like at least some sort of bare minimum each day, and that's kind of the lesson of this part of this video playthrough of this new account is what I do each day right now on my new account. So, like I said, I know I'm repeating myself a bunch, but adventure board to make sure we don't miss anything cool like writs to build a habit, dungeons to get those diamonds and jewels to craft, mythics, take it upon ourselves to get mythics and good weapons, then PvP, get to tier 1 every single week to get those glory keys to take it upon yourself to get more glory keys so you can get more legendaries and mythics and stuff. And then after that, once I do that, all that stuff, then I go to the underworld and I do my 3 City of Thieves every day. So this is another thing. I'm on Hoard level 79 now. My Hoard quality is 10 now. So I've been doing that ever since the last video, last Wednesday or whatever, where we did our first dive into the underworld. Since then, I've built my quality in City of Thieves to 10 and my level to 79. So now that I'm at 10, I could just throw like all this crappy treasure in here and like try to get to 100, but it's better to use like better treasure. So I'll probably just wait till I get some better treasure because I'm clearing it in one shot no matter what here. It's just gonna make it even easier. But yeah, let's run through one of these. I already started one from yesterday, I think. Like I didn't do all 3, but I did start one, so that's another thing. If you get 3 turns every day in the underworld, and let's say you don't have enough time to do all 3. Well, you can start 3 and still do them the next day or the next day. So in my example, I've been doing 3 City of Thieves every day. Yesterday I only did 2, but I started the 3rd one. So that saves that one for me. I can do it still the next day, and then I also get 3. I get my 3 turns every day, no matter what. So this is the one from yesterday, and it's still here because I started it. You just have to start it. So hopefully you don't need to. I mean, eventually you're going to open up all the factions and be doing like more than just City of Thieves. Not for a while, but eventually. And you can load in like different factions. Like you could go to Amnithrax, load one there, like start one there. You could go to Sunken Fleet, start one there, and you could go to City of Thieves and start one there. And then at least you used them. So then when you have more time, like the next day, you could do those 3 and then you get 3 more. And then you could load those in or do them or whatever. So 1.3, 1.3, I'm looking right here. 1.4, 1.25, 1.15, 1.2, and eventually you'll get to know, like, hey, if I got a 1.4 on a 5, like, that's going to be the highest. Like, nothing else is going to top that, probably. So let's go to battle. We'll run through one of these, and then I'll tell you what I would do next if I was done with all 3 of these, and my adventure board, and my dungeon, and my PvP. If I was done with all of that, what would I do next? Because there's more. It gets busier and busier. The further you get in the game, it just gets even busier. So I can just cast my Rowan every single battle, even the boss battle, even 5s, and she wipes the entire other team because I have more stats, because this faction has more stats because I built up its Hoard level. So we got 2 1.3s, we got a 1.25. I should have just remembered, but I'm also talking about other things, so yeah, so we'll just do these 2 5 rooms now. Treasure a multiplier order. And that's one thing that I'm sure is hard for certain people, is like Rowan can carry your account for so long that it can get boring, but the more you experiment, like say you get some flashy mythic and you really want to use it, well, maybe you don't have the other components to make that flashy mythic good. Some mythics need other certain troops to be good, like High King Irongut sometimes needs a curse option. You know, Glaceon needs King Bloodhammer. Queen Titania needs Yao Gui. Like, Davinia needs Keylime and Moonrabbit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to have the whole team before you start using that whole team. You got to be patient. Use what works. Keep it simple, stupid. I guess that's the name of this playthrough. I don't have any green or blue. That's annoying. So, we just want to get Rowan up, basically. So, purple would be great. Let's take purple then. She doesn't get up every single time, but it's 90, pretty much 90% of the time she will get up. So every once in a while you're going to have to do this, but no big deal. Wipe them in one shot. That's from those extra stats from building our Hoard level. All right, now I forget already. So 1.2, 1.25. 1.25 is going to be the highest. And eventually you'll run through these 3 City of Thieves. You can probably run through it in 15 minutes or so, maybe even faster. See, boom, boom, they're dead. Let's see if I can do it even quicker here. Leveled up. Excuse me. All right, we got a 1.2, and we also have a 1.2. You want to do the lower room if they're exactly the same. So you get even, and this is a treasure room, so even better to do it quicker. Leprechaun, hope Rowan gets up. Yes, she did, and Caster. We win. This is a less than level 400 account, just blowing through this in one shot, easily. All right, that's going to be the next one, 1.2, to battle. But yeah, I'll show you what I would do after adventure board, dungeon, some PvP, and my 3 City of Thieves. Now that I'm a functioning member of a guild, I would do my guild stuff probably next. And then eventually I'm going to do the daily stuff. Like, I'll definitely do the pet today, that's for sure, because I know I can get it done. But like the faction event yesterday, I did not do. But I will eventually do those. You got to kind of pick and choose early on what you're doing. You can't just do everything or you'll get frustrated. Maybe I would have done the faction event yesterday if I didn't have 2 accounts. Like, that's one thing that I can't not, I can't replicate my first time going through this game exactly, because You know, I have two accounts to think about. So keep that in mind as you watch me do this, is that I have two accounts to worry about, and my main account's the one I'm mostly worried about. So if this was my only account, I probably would have did that faction assault yesterday. But since it's my second account, I didn't do it. But eventually I will do it. Like almost on my main account, I almost don't even need the rewards anymore for that faction assault on Tuesday. So I could just skip it on my main account and do it on my new account, but we'll see. I'm not skipping anything on my main account yet. All right, so 85 chaos shards. You see how that's more now that I got my quality to 10. Usually I would expect like around 100, so I got a little bit less than I probably should have there. But like as you build your Hoard quality, you'll get more chaos shards per run. So it gets better and better and better, and it's a snowball. So I would do that again, of course, and then I would do it. I could do it 3 more times actually. I would do the same exact thing we just did 3 more times, get more chaos shards. Then I would take those chaos shards, and I would try to get good troops like Queen Beatrix, which I haven't got yet. I've thrown about 400 to 600 shards at this, and I still haven't got her. But I'm getting treasure and everything while I'm doing it. Then I'm taking my treasure back to City of Thieves until I get my Hoard level to at least 100. Another thing to mention is these Renown points that you get, faction Renown. So once I do get my treasure Hoard level to 100, you'll get 500 out of 500 points for that. And then after the higher you go over 100, you don't get any more points towards your Renown, but it gives you more stats still. So it's still worth doing, depending. But once you get to 100, you got the max points. So that's why I'm going to 100 right now. You can get best delve using the factions team. We'll do that way down the line. Probably not at all in City of Thieves until like last. But other factions will be doing that eventually. Best delve with no casualties. We'll be doing that as well in other factions. City of Thieves pretty much is going to be kept the same here. All these numbers except for treasure Hoard level. I'm going to get to 100. But eventually we're going to run so many City of Thieves 3 days every day that eventually we're going to take like maybe one of those 3 and go to a different faction and start actually leveling that faction up too. Its Hoard level, its quality, and then we'll do 20, then we'll do 30, then we'll do 40, 50, 60. We'll start building up and not just staying on 20. The only place we're going to stay on 20 is City of Thieves. So we can farm chaos shards to get those troops, to build those Hoard levels and quality, to get those treasures, to, you know? So it's a little complicated, but I do have a whole delve guide on all this stuff that I already did on my main account. I'll link it at the end of the video once again if you haven't seen it before. But yeah, I would run through all my sigils. I would do City of Thieves every single time, 3 times a day, and then I would go and try to get Queen Beatrix. And eventually I will get her. Then I'll move on. I'll go to Amnithrax and try to get Gobtruffle. And then I'll move on. I'll go to, you know, Hall of Guardians and try to get a Gargoyle. Then I'll move on. I'll go to Stonesong Area. I'll try to get Harpy Mage, you know? You're just trying to get those good troops first. That's the way you pick which faction you try to level up next, or you try to throw shards at. You know what I mean? Opening portals. That's how you pick which faction you open portals in, based on the troops you could get. And you want to get Queen Beatrix, the Mirage Queen, King Gobtruffle, Gargoyle, Harpy Mage, and there's even a few others, like Queen Zachi's not bad, stuff like that. All right, so I've done that. Adventure board every day. Dungeons every day. PvP tier. Get to 1. Do at least a few tiers every day, so you don't have to do it all in one day. 3 City of Thieves runs on 20 every day. Then I would go back up to the overworld, and now that I'm a participating guild member, I might actually do, honestly, I would probably go do my pet next, because it's time sensitive, and like the guild stuff is all week, it's not time sensitive. But you know, you've seen me do pets before. I can do them. They're not hard. The only time, maybe in Battle 8, I might lose once and have to retry. But it's no big deal. You got to get these pets because they do have little bonuses that they give you, usually. And they're not that helpful other than Moon Moon, Mini Mimic, and Lucky, which gives souls, gold, and experience. but they do give little tiny bonuses like to the kingdom or a certain typing or whatever. And all that stuff counts even if you don't put it on your shoulder, just based on your stable. And then also you get orbs and like gems for leveling up your pets. Like you have a little meter and it builds every time you build. Every time you level up your pets, it builds your meter a little bit, and you'll get a certain amount of gems, or you're building towards like a orb, and you get that as well. And plus your kingdom level and power. Eventually, you're going to need to get pets to certain levels for your kingdom power. So you got it. You should do these every day because the next. You never know when Kitsith is going to come back through. And maybe you need Kitsith for whatever kingdom. And if you don't do it today, then Kitsith might not come back for a year because there's so many different pets now and they're on a rotation, a really long rotation. So make sure you do that. It's time sensitive. It's today and that's it. So I would probably do that next. And then after that, I would go to my guild and I would go to Festival of Stars. So you can watch me on a low level account doing the world event now, finally. This will be for the first time ever. I'm going to change my medal. Sometimes it don't ask you and it's annoying. So I want to make sure I have at least, I got one badge of songs. So not crazy. It's really, I wish I had more, honestly. It would be way easier. Let's see if we got any more extra rewards. We got stage 7 done. Event key souls. This is another place where you get a lot of resources. Just being in a good guild, getting the events done. So we got one token of songs that didn't level us up at all for our medal. So we just have one badge right now. But also, I didn't buy anything in the shop. There's no weapon. There's nothing like I mean, you could if you want to buy a potion of enchantment or a potion of explosion, but I literally just started doing the world event for the guild, and just for right now, just for this week, next week, maybe, just for the time being, I'm not gonna buy any tiers yet. Eventually I will, and it'll make it easier. I'll get more tokens to make a medal, I'll get potions, I'll have an explosion and an enchantment and everything, but right now I'm just doing what I can without spending gems. Even though the whole point of being in a guild is like at the beginning of the week, they all do a bunch of tasks and then you get a bunch of resources, you're then supposed to take those resources and reinvest them in the guild. So I don't know. As long as you do your 4 a day, though, I think you'll be cool. Like, but you're supposed to like reinvest them into the event so you can be more helpful. But I'm using Summer's Fury, Water Elemental, Leprechaun. Summer's Fury I think I got from Red Mastery. It deals damage to all enemies and creates 6 red gems. So if you've been following this new account playthrough, you should have this weapon. Water Elemental, Sunken Fleet. So you just go down to the underworld, you go to Sunken Fleet, and you throw Chaos Shards. And you should have this as well if you're following along, because I got the Mirage Queen from the Sunken Fleet, and while I was doing that, I got a bunch of Water Elementals. I went ahead and used, I think, an orb on this guy to get him fully traded. Well, I used, I got like the first trait with trait stones. Then I used like 2 orbs to get those 2. Not the best use of orbs ever, but I just wanted to be participating. Leveled them up all the way as far as I could level them. And of course, Leprechaun. Leprechaun, you just have to get lucky and get him, but he's only an ultra rare, so it's not super hard to pull him. But this is Bright Forest week, so if you don't, somehow you don't have Leprechaun, if you're level 300, 400, 500, you could use event keys and get him this week, so keep that in mind. He's available through event keys with Queen Titania, who's one of the best legendaries in the game. So really, and there's Child of Summer, and a couple mythics as well that aren't great, but hey, you're going for Queen Titania and Leprechaun and Child of Summer, not the mythics. But let's go to battle. Let's just do a couple battles here, and we'll end the video for today. But yeah, like I said, these videos, eventually it's going to be the same thing as my main account, really. So I don't know how long y'all are going to want to watch that. People already accusing me of cheating somehow on this, which I don't know how I could. Totally free to play. I'm started from the bottom. I'm not like, I'm in a network of guilds, right? There's 8 guilds. If I was a cheater, I would say, hey, put me in that number 1 guild so I can get all those tasks and all that awesome stuff. I would be getting so much more stuff, but no, I didn't do that. I'm in the eighth one, and I'm building up like a normal person would have to do. There's no streamer privilege here other than I know Ben and John, But you could go and do the same thing on the forums or in global or in my chat on our live streams, which I'm doing a Sekiro live stream tomorrow, and I'm doing a Gems of War live stream Friday. So, by the way, all right, let's take this purple extra turn. Skulls and spell damage are both good this week, so you could take Skulls. Let's take this purple. We're hitting Skulls incidentally, which is nice. All right, got a brown. Just keep on crushing them with Skulls without even casting. All right, time to cast. I do Water Elemental first. It stuns the enemies, and I don't know. I just do him first. So 28 damage. On my main account, that would wipe them out because I have more medals and tokens and stuff, and I actually bought up in the shop. But I do have to cast a few times, but still, really easy. We got 12 Fey Lanterns, Titan experience, of course. We're going in rarity order here. All right, this is not a super easy battle here. This is for this account especially. Let's take this green. Let's do Leprechaun. Let us take brown into red. It looks like, oh, brown extra turn. Another one. All right, we'll cast our water elemental, right? Make sure there's no extra turns first. We got skulls. Let's take them. Does a lot of damage. Might as well. Start knocking that first guy down a little bit. All right, another leprechaun. Got some more skulls here. I'd rather take them than have them take them, so we'll do that. All right, we got more skulls. Might as well take blue into skulls. Get that water elemental up. Alrighty. Looks like a water elemental time. Crush them in the face. Let's do another one. Working them down. Summer's Fury time. Makes red, but not a ton of red. Alright, let's take these skulls. Leprechaun. Alright. We got nothing going on right now. They're about to cast on me. That's not great. We got to get 10 more for our Summer's Fury. We got to get 9 more for our Water Elemental. Let's take this brown and hope for red from the top. Got it. Hit me. Okay, we got red here, but we got brown. Already took brown. We might as well take it again, right? Plus we get a barrier, even though we already had one. Let's take these skulls now. Kill that guy. They're still hitting me pretty good, but we're going to make it through. We're going to make it through. Green extra turn. Let's cast this water elemental. Boom, boom. I could be using Queen Titania. I just got her, though, so I might as well show you this team at least once before I throw in a Queen Titania that you may or may not have. Leprechaun. Getting hit. We might even lose some troops here. Take green into skulls. Kill that guy. More skulls. Almost got him. Ooh, look at that. All right. So yeah, that's what I would do. And it's going to get harder for me, but hopefully I'm also getting more like tokens as we go. And if it gets hard enough, I might buy in the shop. You really want to decide that on Monday or Tuesday, though, if you're going to buy in the shop or not. That way you can use, your potions for longer. But I'm trying to make it through just this event, maybe the next one, without using gems, just so I can save a little bit before I start using them. But yeah. So next would be Shimmer Scale, most likely. Let's do one more battle, and then we'll end the video there. Alright. And this should be an easier one. Got a brown extra turn. Got Water Elemental. Boom. See, like that's more of my speed there, as far as this account for this level. Something like that. And you could even take easier battles. Like, if you're having trouble and you have no gems and you're just trying to participate and help, you don't have to take the level 100 Tinseltail if you don't want to. Even though that's the right one to pick, you could pick like one of these level 10s just to get some points on the board and participate. But yeah, so actually participating now. I don't expect to be number 1 or 10 or anything, but hey, I'm right in the middle of the guild, doing my part, 15th place, 840 score, 168, you know? Like I'm doing my thing now and trying to build up, you know, giving gold, meeting the requirements from now on, participating in the events from now on, and then eventually move up the ranks, the guild network, so I can go to the 7th guild where I will hopefully get more tasks done, get more in return, get more world event done, get more in return, but I'll also have to do more, put more effort out myself as well. So anyway, that's where everything stands with this account. Next time, we do need to check on our kingdom levels and power again. I like to do that like once a month on my main account. And on this new account, I should probably do it a little bit sooner, like maybe once every 3 weeks or once every 2 weeks. So we might check on that next time. Like, I'll see what it's looking like, and we'll see. And then the underworld, we're going to be probably just grinding City of Thieves for quite a while until we get all the good troops down there. And eventually, though, like I said, we'll start working on a different faction, at least one sigil a day, trying to progress it, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Get that renown, because the renown is just like your kingdom levels and power, but for the underworld. That's what renown is. So we got, if we go to our faction rewards, eventually, this is another way to get ingots too. Like if you're short on ingots, eventually we're going to get like a pet, and then our total renown rewards is for the whole underworld. Eventually you get a stat, so another good way to get stats. It's a hard way to get stats, but it's another way to get them. So we're building towards this +1 life eventually. But yeah, and we get more gold a day. Like everything adds up. So all your kingdom levels and power, and all your renown, all your underworld stuff, just being in a good guild, all that stuff together makes it so you're never behind and you never, you keep building. It's a snowball effect. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. Check me out tomorrow on live stream for Sekiro, really hard game. I just put out a video for that of a boss that was super hard that took me hours and hours, like all weekend, 3 days to beat. And it's fun. We have fun. There's good core group there, super loyal members that come to those Sekiro live streams. When we have fun, man. And it's a difficult game, and I get mad and I rage at it, and I don't know. I think you would enjoy it. So come check me out tomorrow, live streaming Sekiro. I'm trying to get that playthrough done so we could play a different game eventually. Maybe Diablo Resurrected, maybe something. I don't know. Hopefully you guys will tell me what to play. And then Friday, new day for our weekly Gems of War live stream is going to be Friday. So 9:45 a.m. EST is when the live streams, both of them, will be. So tomorrow 9:45 a.m. EST for Sekiro, and then Friday 9:45 a.m. EST for Gems of War. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel, comment below, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.